They'll be here before too long.
Yes, they will. Hello everyone, KingslayerKoshy, and welcome back to Bastion. In the last part, we found another survivor.
We darn near celebrated when the kid got back, didn't we? Zulf never thought he'd see a fellow Ura again. We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people.
An apocalypse would do that to people, I'd assume.
But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find. Most of the Ura never got a taste of Ceylondia's fine goods.
And now we met up
unless
with
they were born
Zia.
and raised in the city like Zia.
So now she has a lot of flavor
sure,
text
the world's
to
all gone
give
to pieces farther than the eye can see.
with the items that we got
to point out the amazing view.
from earlier levels.
Girl
So I'm
tried
just
to
doing
run away
that.
from home one time, but the marshals
And
stopped that, didn't
soon
they?
enough, I think there should be another.
So many secrets in there, and she can't even read it.
Oh, correct. Yep,
Her
this is
father's
the
own
part where I
journal.
do the.
If only I'd known half the secrets of the Calamity were tucked away in that book.
Yeah,
I'd have
apparently all
worked
the
to
secrets of
translate it
Calamity
right
are
away.
hidden in the journal.
The scientific journal written in Zulf's native tongue. He learned so much from it. Too much.
And another shard.
Kid's surprised when I tell him there's only one core left.
And with
I
this shard, we
shouldn't
get the
believe they do
last facility, which is the Lost and Found. Now, for those of you who are remember when I said that there is one other thing that you use your gems for? This is
Lost
it.
and found. Here, kid takes fragments of the old world and makes them whole
You
again.
can buy skills, gods,
All it takes is some fragments,
drinks,
and the Bastion makes it good as new.
materials. Materials that show up whenever you beat certain levels. So check here often because you might find something useful. We get Hensei, which
Henson. Javel.
touch, which gives foes the obnoxious touch them and they do damage to you syndrome, and Hensei, which gives enemies more health. And then I'm just checking to see if there's more challenges to do. Then I can upgrade my hammer to do more damage.
A sail hammer's only as strong as its spine. And that's a strong spine.
I believe. Do I upgrade the musket? I think I do. There we go.
The marshals learn to pack those shells full of fire.
More damage and
To master the
speed.
musket,
Okay.
you gotta get rid of the recoil.
Yeah, like I said, upgrading your musket upgrade. I think the musket is probably the best ranged weapon you can get in this game, so take advantage of it.
Now he can shoot that fang repeater all day long.
Yeah. Bastion bourbon, I think, is probably one of the best drinks in the game to use because it increases the potency of
If you're feeling
health
low,
tonics,
count on the
it
buttery
gives you 2
flavor
more
of
health
our own
tonics as well,
Bastion
so
bourbon. We track the
all in
final
all,
core
it's
beyond the city
worth
to the
having.
wilds. Prosper Bluff, fine view up there. The city to the west, and to the east, the wild unknown.
And then we move forward to the Wild Outskirts.
That's the edge of the wilds.
This
where Jawson
is
and
what
his
I was
boys
referring to when I
disappeared.
said we get a new weapon. And that new weapon
The wild unknown.
will be here
Place to meet a
somewhere
man
as soon as we get
alive.
there.
place is so raw, even the Calamity couldn't cook it. Not all
Over
of
to the
it.
Wild Outskirts. And here we go, Dueling Pistols.
Know what's better than having a Slinger pistol
Another
in a
really
fight?
good ranged weapon, which I was
Have it
initially
too.
planning to use, but
Savage things lurking at every turn.
like the War Machete, it has that syndrome of it doesn't do enough damage fast enough. And I think I'm trying to get myself into
Pincushions ain't the worst of
into
it
a
either.
position to have, yeah, the Were Whiskey kick in. So I can do bonus damage.
The wilds drag it down.
Freaking peggers. I hate them so goddamn much. Now I really can't afford to use my strategy, and I'm sorry if I sound a little bit out
Packers
of
got the
it.
core, like they're building a
My
bastion
throat's a
of
little
their own.
scratchy.
The
I'm
welcoming
trying to
committee
record as much as I
scrambles
can
to
before
attention.
university starts.
Didn't expect
I've
the
already said
kid
this
so
in the
soon.
part, so I'm not going to be able to do as much recording, if any at all. I do have some playthroughs done with the Lazy Dreamers, and as soon as one of my friends comes in and gives me a part, I'll have another playthrough set up. Unfortunately, I might not be able to get all the parts done in time, which kind of sucks, but at least I can finish as much as I can.
Good thing pincushions can't see where they're shooting. They shouldn't have let their guard
This is
down.
a difficult thing to do.
Core's right there, itching to come home.
Because making videos does take a lot of time. It's fun, but it takes a lot of time because you gotta go back and...
Getting that core was one thing. Getting out's gonna be
Edit.
another.
Well, this
He
style
digs his
commentary
way
is
out
a
of the
lot more
clearing,
challenging.
but the wilds won't let him go without a fight.
Because I already did the game
Wallflowers survive the
commentary,
calamity.
and this is me essentially doing it like
It
3
toughened them up.
times.
Same
First
goes
time
for the
actually
kid.
recording it, the second time actually doing some editing to actually set the
Best take
proper
it real
parts,
slow when pincushions are afoot.
and then the final time to actually do some editing within said parts, and then do the commentary over it, so it's pretty exhausting. And probably pretty counterintuitive, and it sounds pretty boring, but I find this way a little bit easier because it allows me to actually get some overall to express my opinions because I'm not just focused on the game as much. Live commentary I find a lot easier when I have other people to rely on to do the commentary with me.
Slinger
so I can actually have
Johnson's old
conversation,
outpost
because
is all that's left of him.
for lack of a better term, I sound crazy when I talk to myself, so... Okay, so... Here we go, this is the Stunning Wallop. I finally have it equipped. And as soon as I get the opportunity to actually show it off, you'll see why I like this thing.
Kid learns the hard way not to touch those things. Kid's faster than a slinger with those guns.
Yeah, and these enemies aren't too difficult to deal with. The blue ones shoot a ton of needles at you, but they eventually stop after a certain point. And there's the Stunning Wallop in action.
Don't ever turn your back on a pincushion.
It stuns enemies, and at least I'm open to
Gives a
attack.
wallflower a taste of its own medicine.
Those pincushions.
A handful of windbag shipments made it out this far. Kid's seen the last of them.
Windbags. Yeah, the first type of pincushion, which is the blue one, shoots at you with a lot of blue, with a lot of needles. The yellow one shoots
Kid's roused up half
at a
mile
constant
by
rate,
now.
but it's like it shoots all around, but you can position yourself so that you can pretty much shoot at them or melee them safely without getting
Gotta
harmed.
keep a sure foot out there.
Fortunately, that kicked in the wear whiskey, so this is gonna make things go a little faster. See?
Then kid gets
Much
the
faster.
feeling he's being watched.
Fortunately,
Not by
I can
me.
block up some of my bullets,
By
but
a lunkhead.
there we go.
And lunkheads ain't fond of two-legged animals.
And you'll hear the narrator talk about something called a lunkhead. And you're probably wondering what's a lunkhead.
Wild green vine
Yeah,
apples.
you
about
can
the
whale
only
away at
good
those
thing out
green
here.
plants and they do give off health, so there's that. This is the lunkhead. And the only effective way to actually do damage to him is to attack him from the back. Eventually, when you upgrade your weapons, you can upgrade them to actually more armor, so you can actually hit him from the front. For right now, the only way you can actually hurt lunkheads is from the back. Now, this is what I mean when I say enemies die differently, because as you saw, the lunkhead actually didn't drop a red bomb. His head went flying.
The wilds
And
already.
it drops on you after a certain point.
Sees a smooth black stone coughed up by the calamity.
Remnants of the calamity in the form of big black rocks. And I'm just exploring to see if there's anything else. It doesn't look like it, so yeah, this is pretty much the end of the level.
He's anxious to get back.
And
After
here we
all,
go. Back to
he's
the
got
Bastion.
the final core. His journey's over, right? Well, no, it ain't. Not by a long shot.
Apparently something went wrong.
Kid knows something's up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zulf and I were just wrapping up a heated discussion. Zulf can barely muster the words. The calamity failed, he says, but I will not. And with that, Zulf leaves us here, alone.
Okay, so apparently Zulf decided to go trade or turn on us, and
Zulf cursed the
he's
city,
pretty pissed
cursed the
about
Bastion,
something.
cursed me, said he was going home. When Zulf got through reading that journal,
And
he
apparently
just
has something to do with the journal.
started smashing up the monument till I tried
Well,
to
this
stop
game just got a whole lot. Just got a
Zulf
couple of hours
banged up the
longer.
monument pretty bad. But there's a way to put her back together. The shards.
And now we've reached a point where we gotta
We're gonna need
grab
all of them to nurse
ourselves
the Bastion back to health.
shards. And shards are essentially pieces of the MacGuffin which are used to upgrade these facilities to another level.
Finders keepers.
Some are self-explanatory and others are a little bit more complicated in terms of what they do, but well,
Takes a lot of
You'll
moving
see.
pieces to make a dependable sidearm.
for right now I set up the dueling pistols. And yeah, for now we need to wait until we get the new weapon. Gonna have
The
to
city brought
Skyway
the shards
and
to the wilds. Now the
head
kid's
off to
gonna bring
Slinger
them back.
Range.
Slinger Range is where the city's quickest pistoliers put themselves to the test.
And deal with this challenge.
You have to think fast to survive the wilds.
This challenge is
faster
pretty
than the
much just a
They can
trigger
shoot
happy
their
challenge.
pistols with the speed of a
You're gonna need
machine.
to destroy targets as fast as you can. The faster you destroy them, the more points you get. And the best way to destroy them is by
They knew just when to
rapidly
start
tapping
shooting
the button,
and when to stop.
the shoot button. Because if you just hold it, he's just gonna fire slower, but if you just tap the buttons, you'll shoot a lot faster. Unfortunately though, because I was slow on the first
Those
target, I
pistols
think
can
I'm
spit
gonna miss
out
out on
rounds
the
just as quick as you could pull the trigger.
first prize requirement, but fortunately I don't have to cut because I think it only took me 2 attempts for this challenge.
Learning to hold your fire can be its own challenge.
Yeah. But as you can see, upgrading your weapons can actually make a huge difference, because they can help you do more damage to finish the challenge faster. They give you more ammo. They give you an extra punch. They just, overall, if you have the opportunity to upgrade weapons before doing a challenge, take the time to do it, because sometimes
No matter how
upgrades
fast
can
you
actually
are,
lead to
you can always
game
get
changer.
faster.
As you can see, I screwed up. Yeah, the
The
score is
slingers could
700,
plug
which
you full
seems
of
like a
holes
lot,
faster
but
than you could say draw.
as you'll see soon, it's really not that bad. As soon as you see the target come up, just mash the shoot button like mad. And they come up one at a time, so just wait. Once you see it, just start shooting like mad.
The slingers like to edge each other out using customized
It's
pistols.
a very simple challenge. You shouldn't have any problem. I've got more than enough for the requirements, so
Eventually,
as
it
long as
all
you don't
comes down to reflexes.
slack off, you should be good to go. So I guess the real question is, I guess while we're talking about this, I guess I can pretty much, what's there to really talk about for this?
I gotta say, kid's the fastest shot I ever
And
seen.
there we go. See? Not that hard at all.